Good morning, my beloved. It is 7:30 again Central Time on a Monday. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing to my Lee Speaks podcast and watching. Thank you for sharing. Did you know that failing is seldom fatal? Failing, I've often told people, is the tuition fee for the college of success. So I have a question for you. When's the last time you failed at something? I hope it's been recently. I actually value and honor and celebrate when the people I'm connected to fail at something because generally what that means is they have tried something new. They have tried something they haven't done before. And if you fail often enough, you will realize again it is not fatal, but that failing is how you learn and grow. Almost everything you are great at today, you failed at many times to become great at it. And for me, it's like speaking. I have failed many times in speaking. I have said something I wished I hadn't said, didn't say something I wished I would have said, and fell flat on my face. And that failing to communicate really pushed me to progress, to be better, to learn from my mistake. And you will find the same thing true with you. If you will look at your greatest victories, they came on the heels of failing. So, when's the last time you failed? What I find about us as adults is we get to a place where we don't want to look silly in front of our peers and we don't want to fail in anything. And so, what happens is rather than try new things, we just stop trying. We no longer do something new. We no longer try something different. We no longer extend ourselves into something that might not work well. And so we stop growing. We stop learning. All growth is on the other side of comfort. All growth. It is generally in us failing, in us falling, that we get strengthened. I love the scripture in Proverbs 24:16 says, "The righteous fall down 7 times, but they get back up." The key to failing is to fail forward, to fail and learn and grow, and therefore move yourself forward in growth. The key to failing is to get back up, to not waller in the mistake, to not beat yourself up because you weren't good at it, but to actually learn and grow. It's so important that you and I learn and grow, that we continue to try new things, that we continue to fail. Every millionaire I know, and I know several, every millionaire I know has failed many times, and oftentimes in business. They've started a business and it grew and then failed, started a business, it grew and then they failed, but they didn't let that failing stop them. They learned, they grew, they said, I'm not going to do that again. This didn't work this way, so I'll try it another way. And eventually they became very successful. And the real thing about that always encouraged me is that it is the journey that prepared them for being successful. It's what they learned along the way. And so when the business collapsed, they didn't fall down and writhe on the floor and beat themselves up. They learned, they grew, and they went again. And now they're very successful. Why? They learned in the process how to have a functional business. What have you failed at lately? Or have you got in a rut? You just keep doing the same thing over and over again just because it's comfortable. Yes, it's uncomfortable to learn and grow. People always crack me up because I love growing. I do not like growing. Growing is painful. Growing is not fun as a whole for me. But it's on the other side of being uncomfortable and fun that growth comes. I love growing as far as what it does for me and the knowledge I've gained, but I don't like the process. But I've learned failing is seldom fatal, and that it is in failing and getting back up and failing and getting back up that we learn the things that we need to learn. Those are the things that promote progress and promotion in our lives. It is a willingness to continue to fail. So I ask you again, what have you failed at? And when's the last time you failed? I failed this weekend. I have a garage door opener that I lost the clicker so that you can, click it and drive in. And I ordered a new clicker and it came in, and I tried to program it according to the instructions and couldn't get it to work, and went on YouTube and watched this guy go through it. So I went out and tried it again and failed again. Watched another YouTube, watched it was a little bit different, tried to do it, it didn't work. Finally, I called somebody who does this kind of thing for a living and found out the clicker is fine, that the circuit board on the garage door opener is broke. Now the garage door still opens and closes, thank goodness, but it's going to be really expensive, a lot more than the $30 clicker to fix the circuit board. I'll probably have to end up buying a whole new motor and all that kind of stuff. But I failed at it. But you know what? I learned and I grew, and I realized that it wasn't the end of the world. I was above my pay grade. I don't know anything about the circuits. The guy looked at that circuit, says, see there, it's burnt. You can see, man, I had to look really, really hard to see what he recognized right away was a burnt circuit. He's done it a few times. He knows what he's looking for. He's a little farther down the line than I am. I learned, I grew. I'm grateful for it. So what have you failed at in the last week? Because if you haven't failed, it's generally because you haven't tried anything new. You're not stretching yourself. If you're not failing, you're probably not growing either. And so what have you failed at lately? If you're in this, we call it a rut, and I love the description. One man said a rut is just a grave with the ends knocked out. You're literally not going anywhere. So I encourage you, try something new. Try something that you'll fail at so that you can learn and grow and realize failing is seldom fatal. It is the tuition fee for the college of success. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, share with some friends, and together we will change thousands of lives. Mary Lou, Lord bless you today. Karen, Rick, Danny, thank y'all so much. You guys are so faithful, and I love y'all so much. James Brown, thank you for watching. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to y'all later. See you next week.